Hello and welcome to Apex Instant Tips, episode number 189, brought to you most Fridays at 12:05 Eastern Time. We're your hosts. I'm Anton.
I'm Marwa. Hi, Anton. How are
I'm
you?
good, thanks. How are you, Marwa?
Great, thank you.
I know that you're having a little bit of internet instability today, and this is your tip, but like we've done a few times in the past, I'll drive and you'll talk, and we'll see if I can keep up while I'm driving and you're talking. Why don't you,
Okay.
why don't you tell us what the tip's about, and I'll get my screen set up and ready to go.
Okay, so our tip today is about Apex applications designed for mobile devices, different templates, different components, and a lot of awesome stuff.
Okay. I know that in the past, Apex had a different theme. This was a while ago. It's great now that the universal theme works great for mobile apps, apps that are primarily mobile. But I think to your point, there are some things if you know your app is going to be primarily mobile that you can do to kind of make it just a little nicer for the users on a mobile device, and that's where we're going to go. So I'll go ahead and put on my screen, and you can tell us about the app that's here, and we'll go from there.
Yes. So this is the application. It's called Apex to Go, and we have it from the Apex gallery on the Oracle workspace. So you can install it, everyone, and test it. So this is the homepage of the application. It displays information about different restaurants. I will start section by section. Let's go to the first section that looks like big images there, and they are sliding. Yes, that's the mobile.
That. So it definitely has a different look on the mobile device, and it looks optimized for that. So how does this work?
Yes, so that section, the first one, it's if you go to the page designer, please, that section is a static region, simply a static region. It's the promotionals region. It's a static one, but the template is carousel. And there are different settings that we will go back to those settings later. But first, I would like to say we have three sub-regions, and they are positioned in the slot slides. Right. So they have to be in that slot. And each of those region displays an image. Let's go back to promotionals and the settings for this template carousel. You can set the timer, 5 seconds, and the animation type, which is the slide type.
Oh, excellent. So that's great. And I think that's a common kind of thing. Anything else here? Oh, I see these.
Yes, those CSS classes to make the corners look rounded, and you can even add more CSS classes that you can get from the universal theme, or you can just define or in your static application file, or even inline on the page itself.
Great. Well, I love to use them if I really prefer when they come with the universal theme. So this is great. What do we
Me
have
too.
next?
The next region is the favorites region, and you can scroll horizontally. It looks nice for mobile users. So it's simply a cards region with a query. Yes.
Okay.
And all the settings are done in the attributes section of this region. So here the layout is grid. The grid columns are auto, so that horizontal display will be done automatically. And then you can add CSS classes to each of your cards. And yes, I think it displays really well. And then you can set the title, the subtitle, and extra information if you want.
And I'll say, I think this little sample app is great, but you and I found out that this class doesn't even exist. There are a couple things in this app that but so you can put that class on or not. It's not going to make a difference. That class doesn't exist. But overall, the app has got a lot of great features. That's just a little curiosity. Okay, what do we have next?
So I just want to point out to the show all button that even if you scroll, it's still there next to the title favorites. And that's because it's simply a button, but its position is the change position of the cards region itself. And it will be there even if you scroll horizontally.
Okay.
Okay, now we can move to a second page. If you choose one of your favorites restaurant and click on it, now we have a detailed page. So the top section is a description about the restaurant itself. And here you can use a cards region, even though if you're going to display only one row, but the cards region makes the information looks better. So it's a cards region, and again, the attributes, you can do all the settings in the attributes session declaratively with the image, the avatar, the title,
Right, and that's in
I'm
the
back.
attributes.
Really sorry.
Yeah, that's in the attributes, and there's an HTML expression here to format it. The other thing that you pointed out to me earlier is this slot is really important. The
Yes, the
full width
slot
content.
is full with content
And I'll tell you, when often with mobile apps, but this is the kind of place where I often ignore the layout. But if you expand the layout and you really take a look at it, there are like slots that I almost forget about because I use them so infrequently. But that's the one case where I think the layout can be really helpful to look at that. All right, we have like 20 seconds left. What do we have? What else do you have for me on this?
So really quickly, if you go back to the home page, click on top on the Apex to go. If you want to make a search, you can click on the first item, search Apex to go. And by the way, that's a button. That's not an item. It looks like it's a text field item, but actually it's a button. It opens an inline region. This inline region is on the page 0. It has two
So,
components.
So I think this is, first, I'm going to say, I think that's so funny that this is a button, but when you click on it, it opens up an item on page 0. That's pretty funny. Okay, and that's our search item.
And then the second region is a content row, again, with the full ring action enabled on it. And the page item P0 search has a dynamic action on it to refresh the second region. And the dynamic action is of type input.
Right. Oh, interesting. So each time I type a letter, it will take it will automatically search for me.
Exactly, and you have the type debounce and the interval of 200 milliseconds.
Oh, I think that's super wise, especially on a mobile device where they're not typing so fast, but you can control how frequently it actually refreshes. You might not want to do it for every single keystroke, but every 200 milliseconds, then it would do it. So I added 3 more keystrokes, but it only refreshed 1 more time. I think that's a great as well. So that is our time plus 1 minute. Anything else super important we should tell in the seeing as we're already over time?
Okay, so I would like to go to the universal theme application.
Okay.
And show a section here which is about mobile patterns under the design menu. It gives you a lot of handy components and tips.
So in combination with the Apex to Go app and looking at how it's built, coming here and getting tips are great. Okay.
Yes.
I think we've exhausted many of the truly 5-minute tips by doing this for so long, but we were at 7 minutes today, so I think that's pretty good. I'm going to give an on-topic tip. Our tip is over, but this isn't Apex. This is just a little side tip, and it's related to one that I gave previously about mobile application development. And that's that you can see I've got this great little iPhone simulator. And what I'm talking about now works on a Mac. I don't know what the equivalent would be on a Windows PC, but on a Mac, you can download a simulator. And so what I have here is a simulator application. And I can run lots of different simulators. I can do different iOSs. I can do different sizes. I can do an iPod Air. I can do, so I can choose the size. So I can do a 13-inch one, for example, and pull this up. And this is what it would look like over here on a 13-inch. So very very cool stuff that I can do on a Mac with this simulator app. Really get the true look of it. I can actually interact with a keyboard instead of just my own keyboard. I can pull up the iPhone keyboard. And I'll say one more thing about this. So that's coming up now. I can pull this up, and so you can see. I'll see this same application. Let me just put it out here really quickly, if I can. Right here. So now we'll get the same app on here. But the other thing that I can do in this is I can open up my Safari on a Mac. And with Safari, I can bring this over here. I can say develop, and I can inspect my simulators. So I can go to my my iPhone 16 and pull this up, and I can inspect. And now what I see here is what I have over here. And so I can do all the same kinds of things that I could do with the dev tools in a browser against this simulator. A cool little capability if you're on a Mac and you want to really get to see what it's going to look like on your mobile device.
Yes, thank you for this tip. This is the second extra great tip for today.
All right. Well, happy Friday to everyone. Do all those things if you like the show, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next week, I hope.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marwa. Bye-bye.
Bye.